Manny, congratulations on being the winner of the 2007 Boston World Series champions. How come you weren't the MVP this year like you were back in 2004, Manny? Well, I thought I would let Mikey Lowell be the big champion this time here. I'm a generous guy like that, you know, so Mikey Lowell gets it this time, and I got it the last time. Maybe next time it'd be somebody else's chance. Well, it's very nice of you, Manny. Manny, I wanted to ask you about something that you said before the last game, before the fourth game out in Colorado. You warned the guys not to be too cocky. You said, don't eat the frosting before the cake. Oh, we got a guest star. That's Manny's dog. What did you mean by that, Manny? Well, exactly what I said. It's self-explanatory. Don't eat the frosting before you eat the cake. Manny, what does that mean? It means that you shouldn't eat everything right away because you got to save something for later on in case you don't get to eat everything. You shouldn't eat the cake before the frosting. Or don't eat the frosting before the cake. Okay, Manny, somehow that seems to make sense, particularly since the Red Sox just swept Colorado, so who's to argue with you, Manny? That's right, you're a very smart person. Manny, there was something else I wanted to ask you too, Manny. I wanted to ask you, Manny, when you were running around the bases, you like to flip your hat off, Manny. And even going to first base last night, you flipped your hat off. What was that all about, Manny? Well, it's very hot out on the ball field, particularly when you're playing in the World Series. It gets very hot, and you need to cool yourself off when you run as fast as I do around the bases. But Manny, like the night before that, it was 44 degrees in Colorado. Hey, what do you know? You ever play in the World Series? No, I never did, Manny. All right, then, you just shut up until you play in the World Series. Believe me, it's very hot. You're going to see everybody doing that from now on, flipping off their hat when they run around the bases. That's great. You got any more questions? Yeah, Manny, I did want to ask you something else, Manny. Manny, are you going to be coming back to play for the Red Sox next year? Of course I play for the Red Sox next year. What do you think? I play for them every year. I'd be back next year. Why would you ask me that? Well, last year, Manny, you said that you weren't going to come back and play for the Red Sox, and you did. I was just kidding. Can't you people take a joke? Well, and like the year before that, Manny, you said that when Pedro Martinez left, you were going to leave too to go play baseball with Pedro Martinez. Why do I want to play for the New York Mets for? What, are you crazy? Well, Manny, why did you say that then? I felt bad for Pedro. You know, Pedro all alone over there in New York. There's hardly anybody lives in New York. It's just a small little town. So I wanted Pedro to feel good leaving. And he's a good friend of mine. But I see Pedro had a problem when he was over there. He didn't play the whole season both years. Well, what do you attribute that to, Manny? Well, there wasn't anybody to take rolls of duct tape and to tape them up onto the pillar on the next to the stairs when you go into the clubhouse. You know, they just don't do that in the Mets. He should come back to Boston. I'm going to call up the management and tell them to bring Pedro back. Well, Manny, it's been a great season. We'll see you in the spring.